Hello, salutations. What to do? It's Dr. Gamer, all five, the Do-Rag Gang. Know the vibes, like a subscribe. Let's get it. What's up, chat? What's up, Aqua? Let's keep it clean today, Aqua. I know you love Marvel's Avengers more than anyone, but let's keep the toxicity to a minimum. It's a tough day for Avengers fans. It's a tough day. What's up, Armando? What's up, Umbram? God of Vengeance. What's up, Wyatt? What's up, Fetch? How's everyone doing? King Tony. So we got an update, finally. You guys, we've all been, it's what we've been asking for after about 2 months of silence. 2 months of marketplace promotions. We finally got an update. We were expecting an MCU skin today. Instead, we got a blog post. It is in the official blog. It has also been posted to the subreddit. That's where I first saw it. Andy, community manager, gave us an update to let us know that they're not dead yet. They got some stuff, so we're going to talk about it. Touch, what's up, HF? Guild Skills, Bankai Kingdom, yes sir. Bankai, love it. What's up, Michael? What's up, Chad? What's up, Zach? What's going on, Junior? DJ XD, what's up? What's up, Fallen? All right, so. All right, oh, yeah, so Yard Jar Hearts. Let's get everybody in here. The mystery hero is a mystery, though it is supposedly Jane Foster or Yelena Belova, but it's Yelena Belova. And I cannot tell you the next MCU skin. You watch that new Demon Slayer? I watch Demon Slayer every single week. It's one of my favorite shows. I'm sad it's over. But season 3 got renewed, so let's go. What's up, Billy? Where's your baby Sadistic? She's either still doing her 24-hour stream on Twitch, or she might have collapsed. Who knows? She might be in later. What's up, Django? Cannot wait for season 3. All right, we got about 100 people in here. Do me a quick favor, make sure you hit that like button. Helps you to bump this stream up in the algorithm so more people can get this information. All right, so this is the development update that we got. We've been waiting. This is a surprise update. We've been waiting for them to say something. So here it is. This is what the community manager posted today. Let me just shrink this a little bit. Move that over there. What's up, Beef? Stop the goat. Appreciate it. What's up, Casual? How do you update that game? That is the $1 million question. What's up, kid? You new here? We got a brand new update from the developers about what's going on with the Marvel's Avengers 2022 content. All right, so here's what Andy had to say. We know many of you have been eagerly awaiting our next formal roadmap for Marvel's Avengers. We aren't yet ready to reveal the next full roadmap, of course, but we can share some news about our next update and how we're improving and changing the game in the near and medium term. In Marvel's Avengers, core game systems must evolve with the player base, and as we learn more about how players play, a number of the systems built at launch haven't grown and aren't sufficiently delivering the most fun superhero team experience. We addressed some of this in our last patch with the addition of shipments, a reworking of the gear upgrading system, a streamlined resource economy, and other changes. More of this type of work, like a refresh of rewards for events like Red Room Takeover and Corrupted Vibranium, is ongoing and is a substantial part of our near-term development plan. So sounds like more recycled events. All right. To give some specific examples, let's take a sneak peek at patch 2.3, currently planned to release in March 2022. Thank you, Kid, for the sub. Welcome to the Durag Gang, by the way. First, Nick Fury is returning to lead S.H.I.E.L.D. and coordinate future Avengers Initiative missions alongside Director Hill. I hope when Nick Fury returns, it's with an actual explanation for how the hell he got back from wherever he has been. I think last time we saw Fury, he was stuck in the future in Maestro's timeline. Literally stuck, unable to move. This comes with a much needed rework of the war table and the mission select system. We're changing how to find, select, and launch missions on the leveling journey throughout the Avengers initiative. Our primary goal is to improve the flow for new players to reduce frustration in the leveling process. The more organized and direct experience will also create larger, more concentrated matchmaking pools for higher level players. So they're reworking the war table. That's in mission select system. That is interesting. So I'm wondering, does this mean they're potentially adding playlists like they have, like the last update, they basically took the upgrading system from Destiny Infusion, and now they're talking about reworking the war table. So you think it's going to be something along the lines of Destiny with like a playlist system, which could be actually much improved for sure. But a UI update. Yeah, if you're a new player, I've definitely heard new players before complain about how confusing it is to find everything. So that could be good, I guess. We're also taking the opportunity, but if they add playlists, that would definitely be a dub. If not, then I don't know. We're also taking the opportunity to use what we learned in the past year to further balance gear perks. We've seen some amazing builds and plan on creating an even wider variety of powerful builds to discover and play. Alongside a wider variety of builds, we'll be making gear sets earnable through a wider set of play activities to give you more options to hunt for the perfect build in your own way. So that part can be good if they're talking about new gear sets, as well as some of the old ones, such as the Tachyon Surge gear set. And wow, they're probably not going to do the raid stuff, but yeah, and if that's something they're planning on doing, that would be good. I mean, that's a kind of reverting back to where it was, in that you used to be able to farm for more gear sets, and now you currently can't farm for certain gear sets unless you're doing an event, and even then you're basically just save scumming. Subcode at Blue, am I doing a Destiny stream? At some point, yeah, I'll play some Destiny. I'm not sure when though. This week is crazy with the Horizon dropping. The new shipment system added in 2.2 has been really successful at providing another path to cosmetic rewards while rewarding play, but it has had a fairly major impact on our units economy We plan to make adjustments in the next patch by adding units as additional rewards to a number of in-game activities. So that is definitely something that I saw players, including in the Illuminati, asking the developers to add. So it looks like on that bit of feedback, they are responding and are going to be finally adding units as rewards for more activities. So good on them. Last update, we experimented with allowing players to earn weekly rewards from completing the Omega level threat and the raid for each of their heroes, not just once per account. We really liked the results of that, and we're planning to extend that per hero system to Mega Hives in the next update. I knew they were talking about doing that already, so not too surprising there. But thank you, Long Lives Vizio, for the sub. Welcome to the Rag Gang. I think that's how you say it. Though it sounds like they are standing firm on time gating, which big L. But you'll just be able to play the Mega Hive with each hero now instead of just the one. But every other activity is still once per hero, and you're done. You're done for the week. So that's a huge L. So, but I knew that was coming. The VIP content creators have been arguing a lot behind the scenes, trying to get the developers to relax with the time gating, and that's just something, for whatever reason, they are not willing to budge on. So that's just going to be that, unfortunately. Lastly, we'll continue to prioritize critical bugs like improving raid stability and player feedback, and where we need to make tuning adjustments. We've loved our adventures, and we're excited to show and share with you the adventures we have planned for new ways to fight, new heroes to fight with, She-Hulk, new challenges to face, Ultron, and how we plan to continue expanding Marvel's Avengers. Thanks for playing with us. And that is it. That is the update. So to summarize, in March, they're dropping an update. They're going to be bringing back Nick Fury, and they're going to do a overhaul of the war table. They're also going to be making the Mega Hive once per, be able to be completed once per hero instead of once per account. Once again, this is from the official Play Avengers subreddit. You can also check this out on the Marvel's Avengers blog. They tweeted this out as well to make sure as many people as possible could have this information, which is good for them. Sorry, this is doing the roadmap. It is not. No roadmap at all. So I definitely see some disappointment with the update. I will say it is good that they actually did take the feedback into consideration and decide to come out and actually communicate. They started with the subreddit, where they usually neglect, and they made sure that they put this in the blog and they tweeted it out. So all that's good. This is pretty much what people were asking for. Not a roadmap, not a release date, just an actual update about what is going on with the game, what they have doing next, kind of what their philosophy is going forward, what to look forward to. So they did that. Now, as far as the roadmap, I don't know. This doesn't sound great. Oh, Aqua's not impressed. All right, Aqua. Not great in terms of the roadmap. I was thinking it was going to come out in March, but it sounds like it's been delayed even more. we'll have to see. They said they would have it. They said they would have more information as we get closer to March. But yeah, if the roadmap, what roadmap by 2023? I don't know if the longer it takes for them to release the roadmap, the less is going to be on the roadmap. I'll say that. Can you summarize? Yep. So once again, they are not ready to show the roadmap yet, but they're planning on making some ongoing changes to the game. They're going to have an update in March where they're going to rework the war table. They're going to bring back Nick Fury as an NPC. Thank you, Mike Morale, for the sub. Welcome to the Durag Gang. They're going to be making the weekly Mega Hive once per hero instead of once per account. And they're going to also be giving you more ways to earn units by attaching them to end game activities. They're going to be continuing to work on perks, as well as they specifically mention giving you the ability to get gear sets from more activities. And hopefully that's pretty much it, but hopefully it means they will not go long periods of time without saying anything. Unfortunately though, they're still set on the time gating. But in terms of the roadmap, I am a little concerned. Just a little bit. Like this section, this is just a glimpse of what lies ahead. Stay tuned to our dev blogs and live streams for more info about patch 2.3, where we plan to go over the changes in detail as we get closer to release. We also can't wait to share more about long-term plans, and we'll do so as soon as our teams finalize development and launch schedules. So, good news, it sounds like they still have the whatever plans they have for 2022. Still sounds like it's on schedule. Well, on a schedule, but they haven't got around to launching it. It also sounds like they're bringing back the live streams. That's good, but the longer we wait for the roadmap, the less we're probably going to see on it in terms of new characters. We know She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, they've been leaked for a while, but that's been expected. But if we get into, say, April and there's still no roadmap, then you gotta start really looking at, all right, somebody's not going to make it this year, and it's probably going to be Captain Marvel. What will Fury do? Fury is going to, like I said, Fury is going to be an NPC. So he'll be probably coming down in the, well, let's see, Maria is in Substation 0, so yeah, sounds like Fury is going to be coming in Substation 0, and he'll just be an NPC. Think they'll reveal it in March or early April. Surprising for us taking your time back. If we don't say roadmap, then it technically doesn't exist. I mean, they did say roadmap. They just said it's not ready. Seems like the roadmap will be revealed in April and She-Hulk in June to tie in with the Disney Plus show. Yeah, that's starting to seem more likely. A later roadmap, She-Hulk dropping closer to her actual show, which we thought was going to be earlier, but it and ended up being Moon Knight instead, which would mean Winter Soldier probably we get as the next hero, and then Captain Marvel is will likely as a result be pushed out of 2022 entirely, unless they plan on what. No, I don't even think they're going to do that. Nah, because they have more work done on Winter Soldier than they do on Captain Marvel. So I would see them more likely moving Captain Marvel out of 2022 in that scenario and planning her for 2023. And if Square Enix approves, then that'll be a 2023 expansion. If Square Enix pulls the plug, then that'll be that. As long as War Machine is included on the map, you're all in. I do not think War Machine will be on the roadmap. The roadmap was revealed in launch in March. The problem with following last year's timeline is that it's completely different. So last year in January, the end of January, they announced a war table for Hawkeye. Then at the Hawkeye war table, they announced Hawkeye's release date, as well as when the roadmap was coming, which was in the form of Square Enix Presents. So they told us specifically, look out for Square Enix Presents, and then they showed it in March. We haven't gotten that here. We're getting an update, but it is not DLC related. It's not a word table, but at least it's some communication, and it sounds like they're going to be more back. They're going to go back to kind of what we expected before in terms of communication with the live streams. So hopefully they keep that up. They really need to get the mystery character out. Yeah, we'll see about that. What MCU skin they're giving us to rent tomorrow? They did not announce an MCU skin today. Instead, we got a development update, which much better than the MCU skin, even if everyone isn't thrilled with what they read in terms of what's coming. Any word on single player max level? You mean a path to 175? This was not in the update, and they don't have any immediate plans of doing that, but they have heard the feedback. The VIP content creators behind the scenes have been pushing for a way to get single players to 175, but so far nothing is coming. When can we expect She-Hulk? Whenever the roadmap says. Thank you, Ant-Man, for the sub. Welcome to Do-Rag Gang. Luciano, no, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Do-Rag Gang. Way back, the system rework update. No, the game War Machine would be nothing but a new Iron Man skin. Well, based on the game, he would definitely be a unique hero with his own set of moves, unless they opted to make him an Echo character. But War Machine was originally his own character, but they moved some of his assets over to Iron Man and seemingly scrapped him. They didn't the update, the 2022 update they just mentioned. They did not say there would be any new missions. They specifically just said there would be a update to the war table. The mega high would be once per hero instead of once per account, and Nick Fury would be returning to the game in the form, and it sounds like it will be in the form of an NPC. So he'll be with Maria Hill in Substation Zero. They didn't say anything about new content in terms of playability. Yeah, they could always pick War Machine back up but they didn't even have a voice actor, so I don't know if that's something they're going to do. What is the update? I just read it and I just summarized it a couple times. If you want to check it out, the Play Avengers subreddit has it. The War Table, the official blog has it. It's not a huge update. It's essentially they're committed to more communication, and there's going to be there's going to be a new patch coming in March, and the main highlight is going to be a UI update to the War Table. Daily priority threat, they've been using that as an event. They did not announce anything about events. What's up, Divine Shine? We just went over the War Table, the February development update that Crystal Dynamics just dropped. Sadly, no roadmap. Doesn't look like it's coming. Definitely not coming this month. Not not coming. May not be coming in March either. We'll have to see. It's not that hard to find an actor. Well, that's actually not true. You have to find the right voice. First, you have to get a budget. So this is how it actually works. You have to get approved. First of all, they have to get approval to do War Machine if they decide to do that. Then they have to look for a voice actor whose schedule is available. Then they have to find the right one that fits the War Machine role. Then they have to have the budget to hire someone new to be a voice actor. Then they have to schedule. Then if they finally settle all that, they got the person they want. You know, they've done auditions. They got the money. Then they have to bring them in. And with the pandemic, they have to make sure that, they're set up, in their own home or somewhere else. And then they have to come up with all their lines that they're going to say. And then they have to, it's a whole thing, bro. it's a whole thing. It's not easy. Doom is coming back to the game. What, this game? I didn't realize he left. Still waiting for them to drop more characters. Yes, it is communication. You can say you're disappointed with what update that we're getting, but it is something. When you was a developer, you were not a developer, Jack. You'll voice some casual. Apparently, people want me to voice them. At this point, you'll take no voice. Just add it later. Imagine. He said, "No." He said, "No." Said, "No. We don't even need a voice actor. Just put the character. We don't need missions. We don't need voices. Just literally just drop the character in the game. Add the voices later. Add the voice later." Hey, you down that bad, casual? You want a new character that bad? You're like, oh man. we can't. We don't even need voices now. Just give me the character. Do you think Nick Fury will get a cutscene explaining how he got back to S.H.I.E.L.D.? I hope so. I mean, it'd be really weird if they drop patch 2.3 in March and it's literally just us booting up the game and we walk into Substation Zero and Nick Fury's just there. Like, oh hey. Like, what? That would be very weird. Yeah, last we saw Fury, he was literally stuck in a time bubble in the future with Maestro. What's up, Mingo? Appreciate you dropping by. Imagine Doom as VA for Fury. I have this mission, fire or trash, Mr. Captain America. Man, that was a strange dream. Anyway, sup? Maybe you could voice War Machine. Sadot the Gamer announces The voice Blue Marvel. uh, nah, the only character I'm voicing right now in the MCU is Doctor Doom in the future Fantastic Four film. That's all. Wonder how they're gonna write this off. Get Terrence Howard. I will tell you, they definitely can't afford Terrence Howard. I'll tell you that right now. Wonder if the mystery character is coming with Nick Fury. I do not think so, but it would be a nice surprise if they drop the Echo with Nick Fury. We do know the Echo is supposed to come sometime before She-Hulk, so I don't know. That would be a good time to drop the mystery hero, literally as a surprise. It's because they're doing an update in March, but it's not really content. It's the UI update. They're bringing back an NPC, so it'd be nice if maybe they brought in the mystery hero and they explained Nick Fury's absence and return as, oh, the mystery character is responsible for bailing me out. Maybe something like that. Hope you're not done looking at Twitter. I was for a little while. Is there a new Twitter update? Mr. Shock Blast? Apart from, people complaining. Don't see anything. I saw Paul Tassi tweeted about it. Maybe in say 2 minutes. Oh, so Jay is trying not to break NDA. I'm guessing that means a new skin is about to be revealed. They just wanted to do the development update first. If it's 2 minutes, you can just tell us, Jay. You can just tell us right now who the hero is. They're not gonna kick you out of the Illuminati for telling us what the skin is if just literally drop it in 2 minutes. What's up, Bill? You're just saying Twitter's going to be popping in about 2 minutes? All right, I'll keep refreshing. Should I also be ready to? Should also be updating my thumbnail. You should tune into your stream today. So they're giving you the skin, Jay? They gave Hyrule the skin last week, so they're giving you the skin this week, Jay? Is that what's happening? They give you the Thor Ragnarok skin? You just think Twitter's a fun place? Jay is really trying not to get Square Enix's lawyers on the case. Think it's the Spider-Man Homecoming skin? Thank you, Kenneth Jones, for the sub. All right, Bill. If it's Thor, you're blowing your money. It's going to be bad news, I'm telling you. The seesaw relationship. Bring out Stormbreaker. You're in Malaysia? All right. Welcome. I hope you know, Jay, if this is an L, you're gonna get some backlash. You're really hyping this up. This better be good. All right, looks like they just finally did the update. It's Thor Ragnarok. It's literally Thor Ragnarok. It's a Thor Ragnarok skin. So like I said, they gave it the J Shock Blast this week to promote on stream. And where is it? Here it is. Okay, Jay. Sure. There you go, guys. New marketplace item for tomorrow. Thor Ragnarok. Finally, the one Thor skin I've been looking for the most. Thought he had the helmet. Those are two different looks in Ragnarok. There's one where he has the helmet where he's fighting Hulk in the arena, and then after he leaves the arena, he's not wearing a helmet for the rest of the movie. That's pretty much how he is for most of the film, and I really don't like the helmet. I'm glad. The one with the helmet being resold for $14. Yeah, they'll add the helmet later. Jay, how could they not give you? So who got dibs? If they're not giving it to you, who got dibs on the Ragnarok skin for the stream? I did not going to give it to J Shock Blast. You just bought in-game Thor Ghost loot? Rip. Divine Shine of the 10. He wants me to buy the skin. He wants me to put it towards the skin. I appreciate the 10, my friend. Unpopular opinion, Thor suits without the helmet are so much better. Is it unpopular? I think that's a fair take. I do have to update my my freaking thumbnail though. Thank you, Crystal Dynamics. Thankfully, I have my template up. Thanks, Jay, for the heads up. You could have literally told me this at like noon, so I could have had my thumbnail ready. Some friend you are. You wait till 2 minutes before they drop it. Okay, I know you can't break NDA. It's all good. You don't have it? I don't believe you, Jay. I know you're streaming later, and I know I'm going to see you wearing the skin. I know it in my heart. You're going to be wearing the skin on stream today. What's up, a Black King? Yep. Some slight updates are required to my thumbnail and my title. I'm changing them as we speak. It's only take a minute. Let's see, just shrink this down. Really appreciate the heads up, J Shock Blast. Looking forward to you wearing this today on stream. There we go. Just gave Thor a do-rag. And let me just update the title. Lowercase dub for Avengers today. Let's see, Thor Ragnarok. I thought you were leaving, Aqua. I told you Aqua's a shill. He talk about he leaving. Soon as he found out that skin is coming, he's right back. And now I gotta change the thumbnail. Where's my eye? So surprising amount of news today for Marvel's Avengers. Unfortunately, roadmap still not coming, but at least they are communicating. Hopefully the communication continues and we get some more updates as we get closer to March. But we could still see the roadmap in March for sure. But yeah, definitely sounds like things could get pushed back even further than some of us initially thought. All right, title change, thumbnail change. Cool. Opinions on PvP mode, not working. Chrome Viper, what was the news? There is you see the news right here in terms of the skin, but the actual relevant news about content, to recap, they released a blog. You can find it on the Play Avengers subreddit as well as the official website. They tweeted it out already. The community manager Andy basically just said that in March they're going to be making some changes. They have a new patch coming. They're going to bring Nick Fury back as an NPC. Hopefully they explain how he's back, and they're also going to be doing an overhaul to the war table UI, and the idea is to optimize how people choose their missions for leveling up. I thought that I was speculating maybe that could mean a playlist system, but that's pretty much it. Future, they're going to be They're going to be adding more perks. They're going to be, you know, working on the perks, giving you the ability to farm gear sets from more places. They're going to be adding units to end game missions, and they're going to change the mega hive to from once per account to once per hero. But all the other time gating is the same. Trick's ridiculous. Yeah, he is loving that war table UI update. It's almost better than a roadmap when you think about it. I should look at Twitter again. Jesus, Jay. How much information am I going to have to update? Do I have to change am I going to have to change my thumbnail again? What else could there be? They did the blog. They showed Thor Ragnarok. What else is there? There's nothing here, Jay. Stop playing around, Jay. I'm out here checking my noties. I don't see anything, J Shock Blast. What am I looking for? So Trix is not copping the Thor skin until there's an actual roadmap. Doom is not copping it as well. Oh, there it is. Jay was sent the. I literally said you was sent the skin, bro. This is not a surprise. Why would I need to check Twitter for that, Jay? I already knew you had the skin. we literally talked about this last week. You're like, if they were doing a Thor Ragnarok, you would ask for dibs. Once I saw they posted the Thor Ragnarok on Twitter, I'm like, okay, Jay 100% has it. Like, there's no way they weren't going to give it to Jay Shock Blast. The me flex all you? Well, you could flex all you want, Jay. I don't care. Flex away. Enjoy. I hope you get one shot by Claw on stream. You're waiting for Age of Ultron cap. You gonna flex while playing Last Avenger standing for 1,000th time? Now, Jay's been all about that raid life. He's probably gonna crash just like just like he did when he was showing off the Ronin. He was streaming the Ronin Hawkeye skin. Remember, he was trying to run the raid with the Ronin skin, and he crashed. That he had the bug where he fell through the map, and the raid had to start over. Oh man, but yeah, Thor Ragnarok, my most hyped skin for sure. Pretty much the only skin I was waiting for. Good to know Trix is still not copping. Divine Shine gave me $10. He wants me to get the skin. You would hope to get Ultron in this game. New enemy types will be inevitable unless they place the Ultron boss with aim. The Ultron's definitely coming, we just don't know when. But yeah, for sure. Definitely better that they actually listened and gave us an update on their future plans. So keep this up, Crystal Dynamics. It's a dub. It's a small dub. I understand that it is difficult. There's a lot of bureaucracy involved, but you know, you gotta, whenever you can, you gotta be able to figure out a way to give us updates, even if it's small, rather than go 2 months of just saying nothing and just being like, buy the skin. So good on them for that. Thanos, no. In Jay Shockblast's defense, he kept a positive attitude during the crash. Well, that's all you could do. I mean, it's not like it was his first crash. I was left as Fat Thor. Ugh. Ultron bots will be aimbots with red eyes. Any news on Sugar Mama She-Hulk? That will be coming with the roadmap, which they are not ready to reveal yet. You get whatever you want. Just, oh yeah, because I spent my last credits on Spider-Man. I appreciate it, bro. Rip to every skin in Jay's locker, which will never be used again. Facts. Jay's already streaming. Yeah, he has the skin. I knew he had the skin. As soon as I confirmed it was Ragnarok, I knew he had the skin. Crystal Dynamics sent him the skin early so he can promote it. That is all good. So tomorrow it officially will be on sale if you want to cop it. Still no confirmation on what exactly will happen. If the servers, I saw someone ask about if the skins will be available if the servers are shut off. As of right now, no, they will not. And if you went over the terms and conditions, Square Enix legally doesn't have to, but hopefully whenever that day comes, they'll move the skins client side so that you'll be able to play the game offline and still have your skins. Why don't you have the skin yet? Because Crystal Dynamics is only doing this for a few content creators. It's part of the VIP program, which I'm not a part of. Last week, they gave High Ruler and I think one other content creator the Captain America skin. This week, they're giving the Ragnarok skin to Jay. You should be a part of it. I should, but but if you criticize the game too much, you cannot be. Are you asking how am I? I'm okay, CW Buck. How are you? You only play Thor, Hulk, Iron, Spider-Man. Is Bob Duckenweave part of the VIP list? I cannot confirm or deny who is a part of the VIP list, except for the obvious ones, like Jay Shockblast and High Ruler. Actually, yeah, I can confirm, actually. Bob Duckenweave. He's been going to war behind the scenes. making sure the devs know all the stuff that we've been complaining about, all the stuff that needs to be improved. That is Bob Duck and Weave all the way. It's important to note that because I've definitely seen people call Bob Duck and Weave a shill and cannot be further from the truth. What's up, Doom? Spider-Man needs new takedowns. Does he? What's up, Craig? Telling the truth, not get your program. Correct. So Hyrule was already in the program when he gave them hell about the boosters. Yeah, once you're in the program, they're pretty lenient. Well, depending on, you know, how you're doing. Obviously, Tony Bing is out of it now because he went over the top. he just went scorched earth. Doing good. Jay Shockblast running around with the Ragnarok right now. I was never in the program, no. Dr. Doom, no. No Fantastic Four are a part of this game. They want to add swords to Thor? Nah. I'm not expecting Thor to have anything like that with the suit. But still looks cool. Do you know if Bucky or Loki are going to be in the game? Bucky is one of the leaked characters that are supposed to come this year. Loki was part of Thor's mission chain, but they have not updated it in quite a while, so we have no idea if they're going to actually do a Loki boss fight. Yeah, go troll Jay right now. All right, so yeah, let's play. Let's run some missions. We can do some dailies, all that good stuff. Am I getting the Ragnarok? We'll see tomorrow. Do you know if Kate's 3.1% heroic charge rate piece works? The one in the melee slot definitely works. Jay wants to play. Of course he does. Where's Jay? I know he's on. Yeah, I know he's online. He just had a troll. One like for the video equals not getting a secret room with the other content creators and becoming a ringleader. Unfortunately, me being popular on YouTube covering Marvel's Avengers is not enough to get into the program. I've already pretty much reached the peak of popularity in in Avengers in terms of streaming. I've still have the biggest Avenger stream. I've had stream sizes that rival the official Twitch streams. I think I've surpassed it before. Doesn't matter. They don't care how popular I am. They just don't want me in the program. All right, so who wants to run? They definitely just started working on a roadmap. So they definitely were working on a roadmap last year. That's why they reported to Paul Tassi that it would be out by 2021, the end of 2021, but it got delayed. Endgame's Thor's Best is nice. Bruce, my PSN is Sadot Soul. If you're on PlayStation, feel free to add me. If you're not on PlayStation, unfortunately, this game does not have crossplay. Aqua will be back tomorrow, I'm sure, for the Ragnarok. You're off Friday. Friday is when Horizon Forbidden West drops, so there will be no avenging that day. it will be all about Horizon Forbidden West. Imagine Thor fighting with swords ninja style. I do have a unarmed build for Thor that I could rock with. That'll go well with the skin. Simba for Aloy, yes sir. Once again, PSN is Sadot Soul. Aqua, you're not officially out. We all know the truth, Aqua. We all know you're gonna be back. If anyone wants to run, we still got openings. Just drop the PSN. We'll run some content. Let's see. I might need some more. I have a decent amount of these. I might get some more. $150 pieces from the Omega level threat. What's up, Hazel? No need to spam. I see you. Don't do that. This is a chill stream. Don't spam. Don't demand that I answer you. Just be chill. We'll be all right. You're new, so first time warning. Just be chill. Said Vade Drippy. What's up, Stupendous Avenger? March, March is the next patch. They're doing a UI update for the war table, and they're bringing back Nick Fury as an NPC. We can just run the dailies real quick. Are they still going to nerf damage buff? Yeah, Alex still plans on nerfing damage buff. We don't know when yet, but that is still a plan. AC Devil. Okie dokie. We'll just run the dailies, no big deal. Any news on the 7 Deadly Sins game? Nothing new, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on it. That's for sure going to be a game that I'm going to be no-lifing. Hulk should have never been debuffed, been nerfed yet. He was OP. That's why they did it. They don't like us being too powerful. What's up, Spider-Gwen? Love your work. Using the Stormbreaker Thor setup. Appreciate it. Got Above and Beyond. Gamer tag is Sadot Soul. Don't tell me all the dailies there are robots. They are. Screw
the rules, I have money.
Thank you, Craig, for the 5. Appreciate you, my friend. Spider-Gwen in the chat. Keep the simping to a minimum. How long am I running Avengers? I'll be running. We've been on for a little bit. I'll be running in a few hours. Looks like someone dropped. Make sure matchmaking is turned off, by the way. Just as a general rule, when you join my team. Appreciate it, CW. Winter Soldier is coming on a roadmap. You'll be Hydra, you bet. I don't know. I know there was a rumor, but I have no idea. I didn't hear anything from Miller about a new faction coming with Bucky in terms of Hydra, but I'll check in with him. So after this one, we got an opening on the strike team, so I'll add somebody. So I'll let you know when we get out. Cooperation will be Captain America, Bucky, and Hydra. That would be cool if it was, but it's probably going to be AIM again. But here's hoping it's not. All right, let's do this indeed. Let's see. I can't remember the last time I've done dailies. Yeah, I officially retired from doing the raid, unfortunately. On stream, at least. Every time I play the raid, it's a disaster. We tried to do the raid with Captain America last week, and it did not go well. So I'm waiting for them to stabilize it. Hopefully we get some good fixes. In the next patch 2.3. Excuse me. Coming through. Thor is the Thor skin out. All new skins come every Thursday. The only exception is for special content creators. J Shock Blast got to try out the skin early for free. Everybody else has to wait till Thursday. What's up, Bobo? So we got the fire adaptoid, and he's up. So hero in March, almost definitely not a hero in March. Shipments reset about every 28 days. About once, pretty much, it'll come out to monthly. So there's still 14 days left on the specialty item. So if you haven't got the Iron Man 3, haven't got the Iron Man skin yet from the shipment, you have 14 days to get it. The current shipment skin is MCU Iron Man. Once again, Iron Man 3. It's available for the next 14 days. The skin that comes after Iron Man 3 leaked already. So in 14 days, when the shipment resets, the new MCU skin that's going to be offered is going to be Black Widow from Age of Ultron. So currently it's Iron Man 3. After that, it's going to be Age of Ultron Black Widow. Are they going to change it? No. This happened before. The second shipment skin was Civil War Hawkeye. That one leaked as well about a month early, and they still ended up keeping it in the shipment. So it's going to be Black Widow again. It's still going to be Black Widow. Yeah, it's yeah, there are a lot of Widow skins. So many Black Widow skins. All the dailies. These dailies are trash. I hate all the dailies are robots. I hate when we get the dailies as robots. I'd rather have Maestro or Abomination or Taskmaster. They definitely need more villain sectors. They should bring back the elite villain sectors. How about that? You used to be able to farm the villain sectors for DNA keys. There's Monica. Yeah, but she's not a villain sector. She's not a daily villain sector. You can't farm her. They time gated that too. She's once per week per account. I don't know why they did that for Monica. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you put all that work into that villain sector and then time gate it so that people should only have a reason to play it once per week? It's not like, and especially now after they came out with the raid, like, why is that still time gated? She only gives out Tachyon gear. Most of the stuff, like, if it doesn't increase your power level, at the very least, they should just remove the time gating. It doesn't make any sense. Priority missions, Monica, Mega Hive, just remove the time gating. Will March be good for Avengers? It depends on what they do. Besides patch 2.3, they said they're going to be bringing back the dev streams, which is good. Let's hope the communication continues. But they gotta keep it up. They gotta have something else. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, the content update, it wasn't so much that the content update they gave us was huge. It's more so that they actually listened and told us, okay, here's what we're working on. I know you want the roadmap, but it's not ready yet. In the meantime, this is what we're planning on doing. This is our philosophy going forward. So that's good. That's all we want. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. Actual communication, telling us what they're planning on doing. That's the only thing. That's the main thing I was asking for. Like, people were asking for a roadmap and all this other stuff. I literally just like, bro, I understand the roadmap clearly isn't ready yet. I'm assuming Square Enix probably has something to do with that. Maybe something happened with some of the content. Probably they wanted to move She-Hulk closer to when her show drops. Whatever the case may be, I understand roadmap's delayed, but you can't just not say anything for months on end, except for promoting the marketplace. So I'm glad they actually took that feedback and are going to actually be, for now at least, listening and turning the communication back on. Hopefully it stays consistent. When even is She-Hulk dropping? Whenever they tell us, unfortunately. Without the roadmap, really no telling. Only thing I have to go on is that Miller said that he would personally be surprised if she wasn't out by April. But if we're not even getting a roadmap in April, I mean in March, then I don't see her coming out in April. So it's going to depend on on March. What happened? Keep an eye on March. What about my thumbnail? What's up, Harry? The She-Hulk show? I don't think it got a release date yet. Yeah, no release date yet. Just like She-Hulk in this game, no release date. 2022. That's all we got.
Nothing like carpet bombing AIM smashing up their stuff to help a person feel like they've had a productive day.
You said it, Commander. Thanks again, everyone.
The more we hammer AIM's research, the weaker they'll get.
Works for me.
Oh. Keeping that for my unarmed Thor build. If I get the Ragnarok skin, I'm gonna need that. Romance dropping February 30th. Count on it. Your thumbnail is Thor do Ragnarok. Yep, that is correct. All right. MCU skin not bad. Yeah, apart from the hair, it's fine. Not to make you reinstall, but looking forward to the future. That's what's up. What's up, Almighty Jenkins? Yeah, it's definitely not, a game changer, but it shows that they still have the capacity to actually listen. Thank you, Robert, for the sub. Welcome to the Do-Rag Gang. It shows that that's all really people wanted. They wanted confirmation that they're still working on the game. That's all people wanted. Still working on the game. They have stuff coming. That's all people at the end of the day, most people really wanted. You have max upgrade modules. Would you use them on? Upgrade modules are for upgrading your gear along with fragments. Currently the only thing they are used for. I'm constantly hovering around the max for upgrade modules and what have you. Let's see, claim a free shipment. Well, this looks like my fragment glitch is fixed. Did they fix it? Yeah, it looks like they fixed it. All right. When you have enough credits, you're getting Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man Far From Home. You think they working on MCU Hulk skin with changed proportions that fit Avengers 2012 movies? Since Hulk hasn't had an MCU skin in like a year. Honestly, Harry, I don't. like they the way they talked about how they choose skins, they said is based on the data of popularity of characters and sales. That's why, if you notice, most of the skins are either in order is pretty much Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor. They just tend to give them the same stuff over and over again. It looks like they are completely ignoring Hawk, unfortunately. Do the chest plates grow on the in-game skin? Because they're doing a Ragnarok one. Did they do that update? They didn't originally. But I think they did an update when they gave him the MCU version of Mjolnir. Just gotta wait to load in. We got PS4 players on the strike team. Hulk is gonna get nothing forever. Probably. I mean, they do whenever they do team sets. Or if he gets his own show. Well, he's not getting his own show, but yep. See it? It glows now. Well, Ragnarok Hawk? Which one? Gladiator or casual? It's always a possibility with Hawk, but we know in practice they don't do it. They just don't give Hawk skins. And I think that's probably going to be the norm. I'm sure She-Hulk will get a decent amount of skins, of course, when she comes out. She's a new character. But I'm not too sure about Hawk. You want no color swap team sets? I was thinking more of if they finally do the time travel set from Endgame. Maybe that's when Hawk will finally get something else. Other than that, I can't see it. Like I said, they really do not show Hawk any love in the marketplace. Different variation MCU suits. I mean, he doesn't really have that many. I mean, he technically only has the two, really. I mean, unless they want to do like his casual outfit, his more casual outfit with the robes, or they want to give him villain skin with Killmonger, or his father's suit. I don't know why they haven't done the time travel set already. They love team sets. Why wouldn't they do one that's actually going to make them money? I don't get it. Time travel suits are gonna look so dumb, Hawk. I mean, most of Hawk's outfits look dumb anyway, so that they give him. So that one, at least that one will be an improvement. Might as well. Better than nothing, right? I don't anticipate them going through the trouble of changing his proportions to give him give him a suit, give him a look from the MCU from before Ruffalo took over. Ragnarok is pretty much the only thing I expect them to give him, if anything. Problem is they already kind of have those in the game already. For Hawk, like he has a gladiator suit, and he has the layered pants with the beads that he had in Ragnarok. That's already in the game. So they're probably like, oh well, we pretty much did it, we don't need to give him anything else. They kind of changed calf proportions for the Halloween suit. I mean, they kind of had to. They turned him into a wolf dog. He was mostly the same though. Will they have a roadmap later on? Define, what do you mean by later on? That like comic book accurate skins don't exist at all? Facts. They don't, pretty much. As far as they're concerned. It's MCU or bust. March release. According to the official update from today, they are not ready to reveal the full roadmap, and the only thing they have scheduled for March that we know of is patch 2.3. So I would say keep an eye out for whatever, if they said they're going to bring back the dev stream. So when we get closer to March, look out for the dev streams. See it. Well, I'll be covering them, and we'll see if they talk about anything else that they have planned for March beyond patch 2.3. Need the Herald of Thunder. They should give Hulk a do-rag. I'm still waiting for my do-rag Black Panther skin. Crystal Dynamic owes me. That doesn't sound too good. Yeah, well, whatever happened behind the scenes to the roadmap, it's delayed. So they said they're still finalizing. They're still working on the launch schedule. They're still doing some development on stuff. So we have no idea. It still could come out in March, but they have not given us any indication that it is. But it's still possible for March release is still possible though. Overall thoughts on the blog? I think it's good. I think it's overall good. Obviously, some of the content of the blog is disappointing. You know, they still refuse to listen to player feedback in regards to time gating. But some of the changes sound like they could be good. Obviously, they didn't give a lot of details. Like the war table does need an update, and they do need to change how missions are selected. You know, if they did something to make it, you know, more easier, especially for new players, as well as, you know, a playlist system like Destiny has, that would be really cool. But it depends on what actually we end up getting. But I think the biggest thing was that they did it. Like, this is what I've been hounding them over. This is what the VIP content creators have been hounding them over. You know, even if you don't have dates, that's fine. You have to, but you still have to communicate. Even if you don't have release dates, you know, even if you don't have a huge, you know, announcement that, you know, will get you trending on Twitter, you got to say something. You can't just go months without giving the players anything except marketplace updates. That's the key. And they took their first step towards addressing that with the blog today. So for that, that's good. We'll see. There's supposed to be another blog tomorrow. They usually do it on Thursday. We'll see if they have something new to say, or if they just reiterate what they did today. I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to do. But if they announce a dev stream in the next week or two, that would be good as well, to give us more detail and just, you know, get that communication going. That's the key. Like when you're in the position that Crystal Dynamics is in, you know, with the size of this player base, you being as small as it is, you gotta treat the community like that. You know, it's a small, tight-knit community. You know, try to cultivate it as such. You know, post updates to the Reddit, post it to the Twitter. You saw him talk about new ways to fight. You're thinking new skills. Yeah. I wouldn't read too much into stuff, but sure. All right, who is next? I want to run the OLT as well. Just in case I need some more pieces for Thor. Just so it's at least 150. Anyone in Defenders? You need OLT for Thor? Yeah, it's just always nice to have, you know, some spare 150 power level pieces. Just you know, lying around. Out of curiosity, who is someone you want to have in this game? I want some villains. Give me Loki. Give me Graviton. Give me some more villains. This game needs villains. When they say new ways to take on challenges, standing in circles isn't what you have in mind. Facts is all we ask for. Yeah, like I already know what the heroes are coming. That's fine. We need villains. You know, we need villains. So actually, let me know what you think of this. Someone in Discord brought up this possibility. You know, what if instead of trying to, you know, add stuff like, you know, raid and patrol mode, they just scrap all that and just focus on smaller, more engaging content. You know, because the reality is this game, they wanted it to be Marvel's Destiny when they were designing it. But if you've actually played Destiny, not even close. And there's no way they can close that gap because the actual game engine this was built on is not well suited for multiplayer live service games. It just isn't. So instead, he was suggesting maybe just focus on more Monica type of missions, you know, like more Monica villain sectors for other villains, you know, like an Ultron, like, you know, like a Crossbones, you know, stuff like that, you know, a horde mode, you know, make it the content more like Lost Ark, you know, instead of trying to have these big pieces, these big multiplayer only pieces where, you know, you're going to have all these bugs, people are going to be disconnecting. Instead he was just saying how about instead, you know, just have smaller stuff that is for single player and multiplayer, and just so there's more variety and it's within the confines of the engine. I thought it was an interesting idea. Communication is the key to life. That's how you get the crowd jumping. That is true. All right, get my Tachyon Surge going. Play Avengers. Well, this is a new circle and a new area, therefore it's a new objective. All right, bro, I'll catch you. Can you join? Yeah, we're full right now, but I'll try to get you after. All my cap builds are older. I think I have at least one on my channel, but they're older. But it depends on. I was really the same for any hero. It depends on what your actual goal with the hero is. You know, that's going to dramatically change how you're going to approach building it. You know, are you Captain America is good as either a ranged or melee, but obviously ranged, unfortunately, is just much better. So if you're a more competitive endgame player, then you're going to want to build him as a ranged character. You know, then you got to look at how competitive are you trying to be? Are you able and willing to play the raid? Is that what you're trying to do? You have a great melee build. Yeah, unfortunately, like melee builds just aren't good in this game, apart from a very small handful of characters, namely Thor and the Incredible Hulk. I mean, you can pretty much build anything and get through the casual content as long as you have, you know, defense and damage buffs. But if you're trying to, you know, play like the raid or the OLT, then, or the elite raid, then that's when that stuff really starts mattering. So if you're not planning on doing the raid or the OLT, then you can just do whatever you want. So if you want to take Captain America into the raid, then it's pretty straightforward. You're just building a ranged Captain America. Look for precision primarily as your stat. Some Valor for your critical damage. Some resolve. Since you're playing the raid, you're going to want vibranium. So you're going to farm in Wakanda. Here Comes the Pain is the best mission for that. Farm to corrupt the vibranium. You're going to be looking for a ranged piece that has vibranium on all ranged attacks, so that all of your shield throws do vibranium. Now, because there's no damage buff on normal vibranium pieces, then you're going to want a damage buff elsewhere. So look for a reactive buff on your chest piece. That way you get a damage buff. You can do a little more damage while still using vibranium. And then just play the raid and hopefully you get some good rolls. Captain America has some good stuff that drops in the raid. Yeah, I wish range was good, but it's not. I wish melee was good, but it's not, unfortunately. In those in-game activities. Psycho Z, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Durag Gang. Yeah, you're welcome. Also, look out for in Captain America's melee slot is where I have the piece. He's got a piece that is going to say something like 2% increase heroic charge rate when Commander's Call is active. It's a random drop. You can get it from anywhere. You can get it from the vendors. Look for that piece because it's currently working. It's currently a lot more powerful than it says it is. It says 2% increase to heroic charge rate, but it's really like a 200% increase to heroic charge rate. So definitely get that. And Captain America's heroic piece, his slot 4, it drops from the weekly priority mission. That one's also really good. I think it does it gives you a damage buff while rally cry is active. So definitely get those two pieces, and along with that's basically how I have mine set up. So in the melee slot, look for 2% increase to heroic charge rate while Commander Call is active. Look for his priority exotic that drops in the slot 4 that has a damage increase while Rally Cry is active. Look for a range piece from Wakanda that does vibranium on all range attacks. And look for a reactive buff for the slot 3, which is the chest piece. And you should be fine. You should be fine for the raid. Unfortunately, I tried to play the raid with Captain America, but every time I tried to play it, we got a bug that prevented us from finishing. So I just gave up on it. Am I playing Lost Ark? No, I am not. I did not get myself hooked on Lost Ark. I got myself hooked on Destiny instead. So I've been playing Destiny, and starting Friday, I'm going to be sinking my time into Horizon Forbidden West. So no Lost Ark for me. Finding the whole building thing confusing. Only people you get right are Cap. Pretty much every character is the same in terms of building gear. You just gotta take your time and actually go through the skill trees to figure out the best way to use each character. But builds are pretty much the same. You know, play the raid, get some raid gear. If not, you're basically just looking for damage buffs. That's pretty much it. Damage buffs and you're trying to do the battery effect. Everyone's pretty easy. Certain characters are much easier to build than others. You know, Hawkeye is extremely easy to build. Literally just Valor and precision. Get Vibranium or Sonic on split shot, depending on what you're doing. Get targeted buff on a range piece or proficient buff. Just press triangle and win. Airy Shark, what'd you miss? You missed a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, you missed a lot. This was an unexpected news day. I just thought we'd just get an MCU skin, which we did, Ragnarok Thor. But we ended up getting a whole blog. There's going to be a March patch. Nothing major. Some quality of life changes. What's up, Shellversal? Yep. You said it. Buy some skins. Buy this Thor Ragnarok skin tomorrow. And they finally talked to us. They finally did a development update. They acknowledge that the roadmap still exists. They're still working on it. And it's just not ready yet. Nick Fury is coming back as an NPC, and they're going to be overhauling the war table. Oh, and the Mega Hive is now going to be Mega Hive is going to be once per character instead of once per account, and units are going to be dropping from end-game activities. And the dev streams are coming back. Basically the highlights. I'm waiting for actual details, which apparently we should be getting whenever they do the dev streams, which sounds like it'll be in the next few weeks. Not bad, because I want to know specifically, are they going to be doing a playlist? Is the time glitch patched? The time glitch? That was patched. You're talking about the time travel thing that people use to play the raid every day. That was patched a while ago. Yeah, people were not happy about it. That was the whole thing. Gotta get ready for work. All right, Mr. HD. what is Shilversal going to be doing tomorrow? I'm sure he's going to be reinstalling just so you can get that Thor. It's going to take you 7 years to get all your heroes to 175. I legit gave up on the raid. I don't have as many people to play the elite raid with, and I haven't been trying. But I'm not bothering really until they like actually fix it. Like the stability is just it's not worth it. Like on top of it being unstable, the rewards are just unacceptable. After that first completion. You saw Eminem take a knee at the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I heard people talk about him taking a knee. And everyone is absolutely sure they know why he took the knee. I don't care. He do what he wants. All right, Mr. Clean Kids. Yeah, it used to when the time travel cheese was a thing, everybody was trying to play the raid. I had no problems finding people. So the devs has spoken. Yes, Andy has broken the silence. You can read the full blog on the Play Avengers subreddit. They also tweeted the link on Twitter. It's in their official blog. Eminem is the GOAT. He's not the GOAT, but he's still pretty good. He's a really good rapper. He is not the GOAT. He is a legend for sure. You just want want She-Hulk, that sexy woman. Somebody, oh, at least he's honest. Wearing the thirst on the sleeve. I feel you. Thick She-Hulk. Eminem in your top 5 in your black AF. Sure, he's no denying. He's up there, but GOAT, nah. They were missing Ice Cube, then it would have been complete. But the Super Bowl? Does he even still rap? Is he running a basketball league for old people? I've not heard Ice Cube rap in forever. That man is not part of the GOAT conversation. How I feel about the Multiverse of Madness trailer. It's fire. It's fire. Also love how people are finally following my rant and going after Wanda. I've been complaining about I've been ranting about this ever since WandaVision. Like it really annoyed me that they tried to paint Wanda as the victim and all of that, when she was literally the villain of that show. Like she literally enslaved and tortured people and completely got away with it. The only person that went to jail was the one person that was literally doing their job, trying to stop her. and they try to frame it like she was the one that was the victim in all this. I'm like, bruh, get out of here. And then she has a nerve in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer to talk to Doctor Strange about how it's not fair that he breaks the rules and he's a hero and she breaks the rules and she's the enemy. Like, shut up. You're not a victim. Doctor Strange wasn't a hero because of what he did to the multiverse, and you're definitely not a hero for torturing people. What do you mean? It's not even comparable. Doctor Strange broke the rules to help a fellow hero and innocent people. Your breaking of the rules was literally torture because you were sad that your sex robot died. Like, chill. You're not a victim. Which show is better, WandaVision or Loki? Definitely Loki. Especially the ending. WandaVision was really good for like the first half and then completely fell apart at the end. Not this. Yeah, I said it. GG's, boys. Can Vision even get Wanda pregnant? I don't believe he can. Did I just call Vision a sex robot? You're damn right I did. It needed to be said. Needed to be said. She needs to stop using Vision as an excuse. Can't wait for Loki season 2. I hope they fix all the problems of season 1. I definitely need it in this slot, sir. Put this in the stash. Don't need that. I'll stash that. You're eating. Apologies if I disturbed your bill, but I was so tired. And then on Twitter, and you got all these Wanda stands that are whining the whole time, trying to make this about gender, trying to act like we consider Joker and Loki heroes or anything. No, first of all, if you have to compare Wanda to the Joker and Thanos to try to make the point that she's a good person, you've lost the argument. Could you have to compare her to absolute psychos and mass murderers? Like, come on, bro. She's a villain. It is what it is. You know, obviously she was driven by grief, but what separates Wanda is from, a Thanos is that she's really annoying about it. Like, Thanos is about his business. He thinks what he's doing is right. He makes no apologies for it. He doesn't expect people to think he's a hero. He's doing what he's doing because he thinks he's the only one that can. So he's willing to do what he has to, even if it means mass murder. Wanda takes no responsibility for what she did, and she thinks because her robot died and she had to give up her imaginary family that everything's fine, and no one has to, and everyone, not only does she not think she did anything wrong, She thinks she should be considered a hero. For what? For stopping Agatha? Agatha wasn't a villain. Agatha was chilling. Agatha was just chilling, minding her own business until Wanda enslaved an entire town. And then she came over to see what the fuss was about. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here. You're not a hero. Stop saying that. She's a female SD. That's right. That's what gives me, that's what annoys me about those Wanda stands on Twitter. Like they're not really comic book fans. They're just there to troll. All they care about is Wanda. Like they like it's so, and they try to make everything about oh, you're a bigot if you disagree. Like, shut up. Let's hate on the woman who was put in so much grief. That she made a mistake. Oh, a mistake? Yeah, the mistake was when she lost control of her power and enslaved the entire town. Once she found out what she was doing, that's not a mistake. Now that's intentional. Like is understandable. Initially, it wasn't her fault. When she found out what she was doing, though, she didn't stop. That was the time to stop. When you found out, oh no, none of this is real. I'm accidentally enslaving an entire town. That's why law enforcement is outside. I should probably stop. No, what's that? I'm going to threaten to murder law enforcement. I'm going to keep torturing these people. I'm going to fight. I'm going to ignore my imaginary dead sex robot who's telling me, hey, torture is bad. Like, come on, bro. Don't give me that. It's her. That was 100%. Once she knew what she was doing and didn't stop, that's when she became a villain. Period. Period. That's it. And then she didn't feel bad about it. She felt bad about giving up her fake family. She didn't feel bad. She felt entitled. She felt like she should have been a hero. She literally told this to Doctor Strange's face. She thought she should have been a hero for what she did. What did she do that warned her, that would have justified her being a hero? She enslaved an entire town. She assaulted law enforcement, and she trapped a witch inside of her own mind. Okay, why are you a hero? A witch, by the way, that was only there because of you. Thanos is right all along. Like, why on what planet does that warrant her being considered a hero? Tell me that. Riddle me that. How does that make her a hero? She fought Ultron and Thanos. That's right. She also put the idea. She also put the idea in Tony's head that he needed to create Ultron by mind controlling him. But we'll let that go. We'll ignore that. It's her fault that Ultron became a thing. But go on. she helped fight Thanos. No one's disputing that she didn't help fight Thanos. She said specifically she's not considered a hero because she broke the rules. Even though she broke the rules. The rules she's talking about breaking was presumably when she enslaved an entire town. That's the rule she broke. She's torture. That's the rule she broke. For what? because she was sad? Like, why would that make you a hero? She's the reason we have Monica. Yeah, that's right. She gave us Monica because Monica had to go in to try to talk her down from enslaving and torturing people by exposing herself to dangerous cosmic energy. And fortunately, it worked out for her. And she got superpowers. If not, that would have been another death she caused. How many people died because she set the Hawk loose on a rampage? She fought Thanos for vengeance. Exactly. At the end of the day, all she cared about was Vision. But props to her. She was willing to sacrifice Vision at the last minute in order to prevent Thanos from getting the Infinity Stone. Of course, that failed because, you know, waited way too long. But still, she was willing to make that sacrifice. By accident. By accident. You keep saying by accident, but what? What accident? What she did to Tony and Hawk were not accidental. What she did to the town was accidental initially until she figured out what she was doing. It stops being an accident when you know you're doing it and refuse to stop. That's when it stops being an accident. You can't say it was an accident. Like if I'm in my car and I'm backing out of my parking space, if I hit somebody on my way out, that's an accident. I didn't know. I didn't see them. If they're screaming, "Hey, you hit me," and I look behind, "Oh, my bad," that's an accident. It's bad, but it's an accident. I didn't know. If I proceed to then back over them and back forward and backward over them repeatedly while they're screaming stop, then it's no longer an accident. That's what Wanda did to the town. When I didn't see you back there and the back of my car hit you, that's an accident. When I keep backing over you after I find out what I did, then it's a crime. It's a full-on intentional crime. The Accords were in play. What did the Accords have to do with anything? By the way, the Accords were in play in part because of what she did. Literally one of the reasons they cited for the Accords was Wanda using her powers to move an explosion into a residential building, killing innocent people. That's one of the reasons they did the Accords. Because she blew up innocent people. Like, what are you talking about? They let the Accords thing go after Civil War. That's fine. You know, Thanos came, the snap happened, a lot happened. They were like, okay, we'll overlook this. You know, we got y'all stop Thanos. Everything's cool, clean slate. And then Wanda takes her clean slate and tortures an entire town. They're casualties of war. I'm not, bro. Everyone gets sad. You don't get to You don't get to torture people because you're sad, bro. That's literal terror. You don't get to commit acts of terrorism because you're sad. I understand she has superpowers. She lost control of them. I'm saying you're ignoring the fact that after she found out that she made that mistake, she repeatedly made that mistake over and over again while people begged her to stop. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all keep trying to deflect from the truth. You can't call it it's not an accident if you know what you're doing. But y'all want to address that because you like Wanda. I get it. She's hot. Elizabeth Olsen's a great actress. She's a badass character. Cool. She's still a villain. Yeah, we talk about Wanda, B Waters. We talk about all these Wanda apologists trying to overlook the fact that she is not a hero, that she did some awful things and thinks that she's entitled to be considered a hero. Like bro, straight up, if she showed remorse and was sad about what she did, this wouldn't even be a conversation. It's the fact that she repeatedly keeps trying to play the victim and not take responsibility for what she did. Wanda's basically Peacemaker. Oh my God. You're talking about the Suicide Squad Peacemaker? Because Peacemaker in the show is different than he was in the movie. He's a lot more peace-loving in the show. He legitimately doesn't want to hurt innocent people in the show. He actually refused to assassinate aliens, even though he knew they were aliens, because they look like civilians. Like, he's very different in the show. But Wanda, I know she's going to be the villain. She's going to be the main villain in Multiverse of Madness. I already know. How is she far from a villain? How she tortured thousands of people and doesn't think she should be judged for it. How is that make her far from a villain? That's basically Loki. She's right there. She's adjacent to Loki. Loki tried to enslave the human race to save us from the pain of free will. He thought he was a hero. He thought he was doing us a favor by conquering. He thought it was his right to rule and we would be better for it. How is she far from a villain? He had glorious purpose. He enslaved people. He tried to enslave the human race because glorious purpose. He thought we needed to be saved from ourselves. Loki can rule you. Facts. Loki's whole motivation was to save us from ourselves. He's going to take over. Wanda was literally sad. That's it. Her motivation was, I'm sad. I don't care if I'm torturing all these people. I want to hang out with my fake family. And I don't care who I have to hurt to get it. What's the news on the roadmap? Check the blog. They just dropped it. The roadmap was delayed. Well, it's still delayed. They're still not ready to show it. They confirmed they're still working on it. New patch dropping next month. Nick Fury is coming back as an NPC, and they're reworking the war table. More details coming soon. Oh no, my sex robot. My relationship was visioned. Doesn't matter how many times he and Thor fights, he doesn't want to kill him. It's like he straight up just at a certain point just stops trying to kill Thor. It's just like, you know what? You're my brother. Can't do it. You don't really see the argument for how what she did in Westview. You don't understand, Waters, because you're a man. Because you have to think about it. You're saying that because you're not woke enough, sir. It's okay what she did at Westview because she's a woman and she was sad. What else do you need? If you're sad and you're a woman, you don't have to face consequences for your actions. That's how this works, right? Also, wasn't Wanda literally canceled? Like, how is everybody defending her for torturing people when they were literally just canceling her for being too white? Like, which is it? Why is everyone defending Wanda now that the trailer dropped when she was literally canceled like a week ago for being too white? Like what? Like I can't keep track of y'all Wanda stands, bro. Make up your mind. Is she canceled or not? You know what that WA South means? Nice profile picture for the channel. Thank you. Also, what's the playlist system? Oh, so in Destiny, there are a lot of different. There are a variety of missions you can choose, depending on the map. But they have a playlist system where if you're playing a specific type of mission that drops specific type of loot, you can just hop on the playlist, and instead of having to go back out to your map, or in the case of Avengers, instead of having to go finish the mission, then like see here. So instead of this, now I'm back in the Quinjet. So now I have to select mission again. So instead, if this was Destiny's playlist system, instead of coming back to the Quinjet, I would just go into the next mission, no matter where it is. I would just go right to the next mission in the playlist, instead of having to keep coming back to the Quinjet, looking around the war table for whatever I'm trying to do. So if it was specifically for specific type of mission, or looking for a specific type of loot, or as a mission type, then I would just go on the playlist. So if they, for example, if they had a Hive playlist, then I would select the Hive playlist and I would play the Hive, and then when the Hive was done, I'd automatically go to the be sent down into the next Hive. I wouldn't have to come back to the Quinjet at all. That's the playlist system that Destiny has. Wanda was being cyberbullied. Now she and Doctor Strange movie all Wanda Wiener wires come out. Right, bro. Come on, here. We mean she's this. If you missed this on Twitter, so people were trying to cancel Wanda, Elizabeth Olsen, because apparently Elizabeth Olsen isn't like actually whatever ethnicity Wanda actually is in the comic books. Some kind of European Jewish descent or whatever. So they tried to argue that even though she's literally white, Elizabeth Olsen playing her is a form of whitewashing. They tried to actually make that argument that Elizabeth Olsen was too white to be playing Wanda. And they should have got someone that's the literal same ethnicity from the comic books to play her in the movie. But now all of a sudden Wanda's queen again, and we can't talk about the fact that she thinks she should be a hero for what she did in Westview. Twitter is very stupid. Wanda Comics is a whole villain for sure. all because she has that many kids. She's much more. Yeah, she's just she's not. She hasn't gotten there in the MCU yet, but she's not far behind. So I have no idea what they're actually going to do with the War Table overhaul. They said that they're going to be talking about more details about it as we get closer to March when the update is going to go live. But they're going to be having dev streams talking about it. So I'll definitely be asking I'll ask behind the scenes as well. I'll reach out to some people, see if they're going to be doing playlists or no. Here's a good title: live chat fights over Scarlet Witch. This is not the gamer stream. You never know what we're going to end up talking about. What's up, King Von? They literally can't make their mind up who to cancel. Twitter that's why no one should ever take Twitter seriously. Sokka and Katara wasn't right. Let's not talk about the Avatar movie. That was an absolute embarrassment on every level. We ain't going to talk about Avatar. We ain't going to talk about that garbage. They got pretty much everything about that movie wrong. Speaking of Twitter being stupid, they actually tried to argue that America Chavez in the Multiverse of Madness was whitewashed. They actually tried to make this argument. They said that America Chavez's actress was too white to play America Chavez, even though she's literally Mexican. She is literally Mexican. The actress that plays American Chavez is 100% Mexican. So much so, I quite literally cannot pronounce her first name. That's how not white she is. I cannot pronounce her name. And they tried to argue that she was too white to be America Chavez. They are ridiculous. Twitter is ridiculous. What's up, Only Zoom Dog? They actually tried to make this argument. They will always have something to complain about. That's what's so funny. Like, they went out of their way to give them some representation. Not only did they put America Chavez in the movie, another hero who was female and of color. America Chavez was even in the trailer wearing a pride thing on her jacket. She was wearing like a pride sticker or something on her jacket. They had all the representation. They had Spanish representation, female representation, LGBTQIA representation. They had all that, and they still found something to complain about. So is Miss Marvel character? They're probably going to do that too. They're rest assured when we get closer to when Kamala comes out, you know they're going to have something to complain about too. You bet it was some typical white liberals. 100% is almost always white liberals that are complaining about stuff like that, bro. On behalf of actual people of color, of course. Ms. Marvel's actress is Canadian. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the whole thing. I mean, Twitter people need to seriously, Joe. Yes, Joe. Seriously, Twitter people on Twitter need to seriously touch some grass. They do it too much. They do it too much. America Chavez is not white. The actress is not white. It's fine. Wanda is a terrorist. Everybody needs to chill. Twitter needs to be deleted. Yes, sir. What is Kamala? Pakistani? Is it Kamala Pakistani? in the comics. Yeah, yeah, she's Pakistan. She's from Pakistan. She has Pakistani ancestry. Yeah, so right off the bat, if I know she's Muslim, religious. I know her family's Muslim, but I believe she is from Pakistan. So obviously, if the actress that plays her isn't from Pakistan, that's going to be a problem on Twitter. Already. They're probably, if she's not Muslim in real life, they're probably going to be mad about that too. It's almost like it's almost like acting isn't a thing anymore. They just literally just want everyone like it's just over the top now. Don't come for Sandra, please. Don't. They better not come for Sandra. What about The Rock playing Black Adam? Is that stepping on woke landmines too? That I haven't heard any backlash about The Rock playing Black Adam, probably because people know better. This man already told you, know your role and shut your mouth. How do I feel about Black Panther being recast? I think this whole thing shouldn't even be a debate. Chadwick was a great actor. He is not Black Panther. Black Panther is a character. T'Challa has existed long before Chadwick was born. It doesn't make any sense to deprive people of the character just because the actor was there. The character of T'Challa is important to a lot of people. People, everyone doesn't read comics, but the people who did, they always appreciated Black Panther. A true Black superhero, a great character, very well written, great stories, and it meant a lot to people to see all that realized on the big screen. So to me, I don't know why you can then argue that all that should be taken away just because the actor passed. Like we don't do that for any other hero. Like when Christopher Reeves had his accident, it was very sad. That was Superman to everybody. But you move on. You get other people to play Superman. You don't retire the role. When Heath Ledger passed away, it was tragic. That was the definitive Joker, in my opinion. And they recast him though. So in this case, they shouldn't have, but at least not with Jared Leto. But if someone else did it, that was fine too. It wasn't a problem. But for some reason, people felt like it was somehow wrong to cast T'Challa of all people. Just because of Chadwick. I understand why. It's always sad when you lose an actor that really embodies a role, but at the end of the day, they're actor, and it's literally what Chadwick wanted, is what his family wanted. They wanted the Black Panther character to continue. They wanted T'Challa to continue in the MCU. That's literally what they wanted. And people should just respect that and just accept that that's going to be what it is. You want to see T'Challa versus Namor in the MCU? Hopefully you still get it. Look, you want to get Denzel Washington's son to play T'Challa? Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting casting. I mean, they could literally just get Michael B. Jordan. Bring him back as a T'Challa variant. That would work. That would work just fine.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
They're expecting Rock to do the accent. You know, Rock don't do accents. What am I running after this? I don't know. You trying to hop on? To Jaden? Oh yeah, definitely not Jaden. I love Jaden, but no. Jaden cannot be Black Panther. That cannot happen. I love Jaden Smith. He cannot be Black Panther. That would not work. Can't wait for Joker 2. I'm curious. I hope it's like an actual. They have an actual reason to do Joker 2. Like they actually have a story, and they're not literally just doing it because money. Because the part of the appeal of the first of the Joker was that it wasn't really a superhero movie. It was really just a character study about a man's slow descent into insanity. I know they're doing one, but are they going to make it more comic booky? I felt like it should have just ended what it was, because it wasn't a comic book movie. They even made the ending ambiguous enough to make you think the whole thing might have just been in his head. Jaden can't even be Static Shock. Definitely not Black Panther. Nah, I can't see him as Static Shock either. Nah, not my Virgil. Not my Virgil. Nah. I can't have it. I can't have it. There's literally no reason for Joker 2. Literally the only reason is money. That's the only reason for Joker 2. Trying to cash in. The kid from Stranger Things, the one black guy from Stranger Things. I don't know, maybe. I'm trying to picture it. I don't know. I gotta see more of him. I wasn't particularly impressed with his acting, to be honest with you, in Stranger Things. Yeah, he could play Blue Beetle. You need to be a teenager. Yeah, you don't have to just get any teenager though. What about Moon Knight? It's either going to be amazing or a complete train wreck, and I can't wait to see which one it is. Donald Glover definitely should not be Prowler. That was a weird casting. And I love Donald Glover. That did not work. That's not Prowler, bro. That is not Prowler. I'm sorry, it's not. I don't buy it for a second. I hope he gets a variant if they bring him back for Miles Morales. Donald Glover is not Prowler. Insomniac Prowler was perfect, literally perfect. The Spider-Verse Prowler, fantastic. Donald Glover, nah. Dylan O'Brien as Nightwing. I will take Dylan O'Brien in anything. Dylan O'Brien is awesome. Love that guy. Spider-Man's probably scared that's not true. It was so good. Any update on the roadmap? Yeah, they're still working on it. It has not been canceled, but it's not ready to be released yet. Dying Light 3 Game of the Year? You mean Dying Light 2077? And definitely not. When it comes to Game of the Year, based on early, it's still too early to even do that. But if we're just doing Game of the Year on what's come out so far in 2022, based on feedback, it's either going to be it would either be Sifu or Forbidden West. Roadmap 2099. It definitely would not be Dying Light. I guarantee you. You bet Thanos is a boss? A boss in what?
Be careful out there. We're all counting on you.
Why can't they find the guy who played Spawn a role in the MCU? From the live action Spawn from when I was a kid. I mean, he might be I don't know how old he is now, but yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome as Spawn. How about bringing back Spawn? I want a movie though. I want another Spawn adult animated cartoon, like the old HBO one. I love that show. Elden Ring, probably Game of the Year. I definitely wouldn't call a game it's not out yet. The reviews aren't in for the full version. Let's chill on Elden Ring. Michael Jai White. Yeah, Michael Jai White. They said they're making a new Spawn. They need to. Yeah, he would make a good Prowler too, for sure. Henry Cavill now I hear Henry Cavill's going to the MCU now because freaking WB drove him out. Those executives drove him out of the DCU. What's up, Dola Goated? Quickest way to level up gear is to open chests and buy gear from the vendors. Not much, unfortunately, not much to it than that. It's pretty tedious, but that's been the way it's been. It's been like that's pretty much since the game came out. Go to the snowy tundra, open all the chests, equip your gear that you get automatically. Open another chest, automatically equip the highest gear, dismantle the old stuff, rinse and repeat until you hit 140. Really all there is to it. Like him as Bronze Tiger. He's nice. Captain Britain. Don't think we need that as a hero movie. Live action hero movie? Yeah, probably not. You like a Red Guardian movie? Nah, not the MCU. Nah, the MCU ruined Red Guardian. I have zero interest in Red Guardian now. Jamie Foxx is playing a new Spawn. I mean, I like Jamie Foxx, but well, we'll see. He probably pull it off. He's a pretty good actor. I guess it's going to depend on the writing and his interpretation. I'm curious what the tone is going to be. What's missing from this Avengers game? Unfortunately, a lot. The literal engine this game was built on is not optimized for multiplayer games. It's best for more contained, smaller single player games. So it's led to all sorts of technical problems. There's not enough mission variety. There aren't enough villains, Marvel locations. The gear system still has a ways to go. You wish Channing Tatum could have did his Gambit movie? No, you don't. You say that now, but I guarantee you it would have been a terrible movie. And I love Channing Tatum, but there's no way that movie was going to be good. There's absolutely no way. Just literally just close your eyes and picture a Channing Tatum Gambit movie, and what studio would be behind it? Really think about it. What I think about the new Thor suit? I've been talking about that Thor suit for as long as I've had a channel, which is almost a year. It's my favorite suit in the MCU. 20th Century Fox. Yeah, a 20th Century Fox Marvel film with Channing Tatum as Gambit. Are you kidding me? Come on. They did Channing Tatum a favor. I'm surprised they canceled it. 20th Century Fox has no problems making terrible Marvel movies. I mean, just look at New Mutants. But somebody had the good sense to be like, you know what? Yeah, we're not going to do this one. Guy with a goatee, Sentry. The guy in the goatee in the Multiverse of Madness, definitely superior Iron Man. You rather get a 23 Jump Street than Gambit? Facts. Stick to comedy and action comedy. New Mutants is very bad. Correct. They made the right decision selling to Disney. You can get a short buff Canadian dude to play Wolverine. Shia LaBeouf for Wolverine. Let's make it happen. for the meme. Get Shia LaBeouf. Donald, stop it. I know the black Spider-Man meme. It would come full circle if they made Donald Glover Miles Morales, but they already established that he's Miles' uncle. No black Spider-Man. It's 100% superior Iron Man. 100%. We already know Tom Cruise is in the movie. It's clearly we already know he's in Multiverse of Madness. Tom Cruise is in Multiverse of Madness. He looks like a Tony Stark type. We know the Illuminati is in Multiverse of Madness. We know Superior Iron Man is part of the Illuminati, and the guy and the figure that was in that trailer 100% had a goatee, and you can also see the suit. It's 100% Superior Iron Man, and you will not tell me differently. Daniel Radcliffe is what? Miles Morales? I would approve of that casting for sure. Yes, let's get Daniel Radcliffe as Miles Morales. Can I imagine if they give us Daredevil? Yeah. Can I imagine if they give us Black Widow and Black Panther, but a dude in red? Sure. I can imagine. It wouldn't. It would not be interesting unless they really went all out with the creativity. We need some more. We need some more superpower characters, like a Vision or Doctor Strange. Give us a speedster. Give us Quicksilver. Oscar, you missed all the things. But don't worry, the roadmap is still not out yet. But they are still working on it. You can hear Iron Man boosters right before the glowing figures show up. Bro, it's 100% Superior Iron Man. Superior Iron Man is in this movie, period. It's 100%. Be on the lookout for... Well, apparently the dev streams are coming back, so there's going to be more information, hopefully, in the dev streams that they're bringing back, but everything is, they're gearing up for a new update in March, patch 2.3. They're overhauling the war table, bringing back Nick Fury, and a few small quality of life changes. Roadmap with the new update, probably not happening, but I would hope they give us a timetable on the roadmap once we get closer to the update. What's the Thor? You can't see it. There you go. It's no, it's the standard Ragnarok look. It's what he was wearing pretty much the rest of the movie. He only had the gladiator stuff on for that one scene. Yeah, so they opted, which is good because I did not want the helmet. I wanted the look that he had when he fought Hela. I don't like the helmet. I could, but though I'm sure if you ask nicely, they'll sell you the version with the helmet for another $14 if you want it that badly. High mind grips. Yep, no eye patch. This was before he lost his eye. What's up, Dante? What's the word? Crystal Dynamics did a W today. They should have taken the face ring off. I'm good with it. I like it. I like it. At that point, no, he doesn't lose the eye until the very end of the movie. He gets the eye patch. He loses the eye during the final battle of Hela. He gets the eye patch after he gets on the ship and they leave Asgard. What you're looking at here is what Thor looked like in this new outfit for the bulk of the film. After he got there, this is what he looked like for the bulk of the film. You bet they add comic outfits? They don't. There are no comic outfits. Just the MCU. It's all the MCU. Only MCU and Hulk doesn't get anything. Hulk gets no skins. If you're a Hulk main, down bad. No skins for you. Did anyone else need to run the OLT? Are they? Yeah, I'm just at this point with the characters they've chosen. I don't want any more I don't want any more enhanced normal humans. I don't want any more street level heroes. We have enough. We have enough street level heroes. We've gotten all. Look at all the DLC characters we gotten. Kate, Hawkeye, 2 archers, Black Panther, Spider-Man, all street level heroes. And the next hero is She-Hulk. Then is supposed to be Winter Soldier. Like we and Captain Marvel was supposed to be the 3rd one. So all the DLC characters for the first few seasons of this game, only one of them can fly. Hollywood Nemo. They give units as mission rewards now. That's part of the March update. They're going to start adding units to endgame activities. They said they didn't say which ones yet, but they did say they would be adding them as reward. Your PSN CJ proclaimed. You don't have a PS5 yet? I'm sure you'll get one soon. It's not a big deal though. Aqua's the one that only cares about the PS5 players. Don't see. All right, we just filled up. You waiting for a Civil War cap? How different even is a Civil War cap? I feel like a lot of cap skins start blending together. I know the Winter Soldier fit is unique. It's different, but isn't the endgame skin? I know that you're gonna have the endgame skin. I'm trying to see what's distinctly different between Endgame and Civil War. I know the Winter Soldier one is clean as hell. Civil War, Age of Ultron suit, more or less the same, yeah. I know that Winter Soldier suit is definitely clean. Are you doing a raid tomorrow? I'll consider it, but probably not. I've tried to do the raid on stream and and it just always ends in a waste of time. Like we spent all this time getting the raid done, getting through at a certain point, and then it bugs out and the whole stream's like wasted. So maybe I'll try to do it at the end. But yeah, the raid is just not stable. Civil War is better than No Way Home. I don't know. I thought you were gonna say Winter Soldier. I feel like Civil War is a little underrated, is a little overrated. Especially that third act. Like, part of it is really great. Part of it's like, Winter Soldier is a little overrated. Definitely not. Winter Soldier is properly rated. Just press triangle and win. Triangle and win. Yeah, I saw people were actually keeping a tracker of which MCU skins have been added so far for certain characters. Iron Man can't have that many left. The TASM suits are overhated. No, they're pretty bad. And I love Andrew. I think he's the best Spider-Man. Definitely the best actor among them. Those movies were not good. I'm sorry, dude. They were not. They were not good films. They should have made his light attack just shooting arrows. So that really wouldn't work because they also had to make him. They also had to incorporate the Ronin aspect of his kit, and they already have the function for ranged attacks. And he still gets an arrow for his light attack. It's just his whole light attack. TASM 1 is the second best Spider-Man film. Psych. Psych. He said TASM 1. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap immediately. You're saying TASM 1 is better than all of the Raimi Spider-Man films? And the MCU ones? Like, come on, bro. Get out of here. I think you need to rewatch TASM 1 with 2022 vision. Destiny 2 is the best game of all time. Prove you wrong? Sure. It's not Ghost of Tsushima. End of discussion. It deserves an Oscar. Now I know you're trolling. Where's Thor? You remember the villains for Tom Holland's movies? How? Vulture, You don't remember Vulture, Mysterio, Green Goblin? Am I playing Witch Queen? Yo, whoever's Thor is doing everything wrong. Suspension arrow used to open it. For some reason, it's not opening it anymore. Right now it's glitched, so I can't actually climb up on top. Yeah, suspension arrow is supposed to open the whole thing. You haven't tried building Hawkeye yet? He's pretty easy, and you'll definitely feel rewarded. There it is. We have a Thor. I don't know what Thor is doing. You literally, all Thor literally has to do is put his hammer down and use the lightning. I haven't not equipped. Yeah, pretty sure I had the right one. Summarize the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Yeah, he meets Iron Man, who figures out that he is Spider-Man pretty easily. We get to see him go to the battle in Civil War, and then we get to see the aftermath after he returns home. It's your Spider-Man in school story, it seems like. Pretty straightforward. He's got the girl that he's too shy to ask out, but he doesn't know a villain is brewing. Vulture, meanwhile, had some difficulty. He was a construction guy who was picking up debris after the Chitauri invasion. And then the government agency came in and told him to get out of there. All right, hold on. I gotta clear out all this. Yeah, basically the government agency screws Vulture over and his guys, and he decides that he's going to take matters in his own hands and sell the alien stuff on his own. We're introduced to Shocker, who is part of his crew, and essentially he wears the Vulture outfit as they traffic goods. They turn the Chitauri tech into weapons, and they sell it to criminals, which he used to make money. And it turns out that he is the father of Tom Holland's Spider-Man's crush, which he finds out later in the film. In the meantime, he continues to try to juggle being a student and being Spider-Man while trying to live up to Tony Stark's example, which he fails. He gets really excited when Tony gave him his own suit, but unfortunately, he screws things up by trying to stop a weapons deal by himself, nearly resulting in a ferry full of people dying, and Iron Man has to save him. But unfortunately, Tony's able to save the people, but he confiscates the suit, famously tells him that if you need the suit, then you don't deserve it. So without the aid of the fancy suit, he still pursues the Vulture. And after nearly dying, he's able to come out on top. And as a result, Tony gets the suit back, offers him a spot with the team, but he decides that he's not ready. He wants to stay a little below the clouds a little while longer. You're saying Chasm is way better than Homecoming and Far From Home? I admire your love, but that man really knows the movie. Ain't no way. All the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies were good. My one objection was I didn't like the portrayal of Peter Parker. I didn't like the whole Peter's this, scared, this little kid that's like, oh, Mr. Stark. I didn't like how the daddy issue thing was like a theme in the first two films. He just went from one surrogate father figure to another. That's not Peter Parker. But it worked out in the end in No Way Home. They got him there. Andrew is definitely best boy. No Way Home's third highest grossing film in history. Yes, it is. And it deserves every penny. You want to see Spider-Man's face in Marvel's Avengers? It's just Tom Holland. See, the problem with I'll give it Tobey Maguire. He was the best Peter. Andrew didn't make sense as Peter to me. And I felt he was Spider-Man. Like they tried to make him like, a typical, oh, he's a nerd, like, bro, I'm not buying that. There's no way. he was not convincing as a nerd in high school or whatever, like fresh out of high school. Like, I wasn't buying it, but he was very cool. He was just very cool as Spider-Man. Is this the last OLT run? Yeah. After this, I'm gonna actually eat for the first time today. So I'm gonna be out. But tomorrow is weekly reset for Marvel's Avengers, so I'll be back. And then Friday, it's all about Horizon Forbidden West. He was way too. Yeah, there's no way you're going to tell me that Andrew Garfield, an attractive skater boy that's into photography, gets no ass. I refuse to believe it. Like it's not a thing. He was not believable. Yo, Toby was awkward and goofy. I bought him as Peter, even though he's clearly too old to be a high school kid. But that's how it was back then. Yeah, back in the 90s, early 2000s, they didn't even try to cast people that looked like high schoolers. They would just cast anyone that's like 30 years old and be like, yeah, you're in high school. And Andrew gets all the cheeks. Tobey Maguire, believable. If you told me Tobey Maguire is a nerd that has trouble getting girls, I would believe you. You would not have to convince me. You're like, that's Peter Parker. Oh, he's a nerd. He's broke. He gets no girls. I believe you. Andrew, nah. I'm like Cap. I'm calling Cap. Chasm 2 was definitely not a good movie. that was the issue. He had no good movies, but he was a really good actor. And him and Gwen Stacy were great. They were great together. The movies they were in were not. You guys don't understand cinema. We're talking about superhero. If we're having a conversation about superhero movies, you definitely don't understand cinema. If you're bringing up cinema in the context of TASM, you're not a cinephile. All right, who bugged out? All right, we're good. If you want to make the case that TASM's a good movie, go for it, but don't pull the cinema card. Like it won't end well. TASM is cinema. Oh god. Calling TASM cinema is like calling McDonald's gourmet. Best solo movies are Toby 1, 2 Andrew, 3 Tom. So for me, the clear hierarchy to me is No Way Home, number 1. Spider-Man 2, Toby's number 2 still. Far From Home, number 3. Spider-Man 1, number 4. Homecoming, number 5. And then it's a 3-way tie between TASM and Spider-Man 3. Between all the TASMs and Spider-Man 3. For just dog shit movies. Batman and Robin is perfection. It is perfection in unintentional comedy. It is brilliant. Technically I had Homecoming last, I believe. I think Far From Home was definitely better than Homecoming, and Homecoming is worse than both Spider-Man 1 and 2. But those Joel Schumacher Batman movies were classic in terms of how awful they were. Batman Robin's better than Spider-Man 2. Stop the cap. Batman Robin isn't even Batman Robin isn't even better than Captain Marvel. Batman Robin is terrible on so many levels. I would literally rather watch Captain Marvel and the TASM films on a loop. Watch Batman and Robin again. Yeah, Joe Schumacher, that was a pretty dark time to be a Batman fan. Schumacher's Batman films were horrendous. Captain Marvel's the best movie of all time, right? Like, how can Captain Marvel be the best movie of all time when the Eternals exist? Cats is the best movie of all time. Halle Berry's Catwoman is cinema. It's true cinema. If you've never seen Halle Berry's Catwoman, you're missing out. Batman and Robin or the reboot of Fantastic Four. Actually, I gotta go Batman and Robin. The Fantastic Four, they were both bad, but at least Batman and Robin was entertaining. Like, Batman and Robin didn't manage to be so bad that it's good, but it managed to be unintentionally funny. Fantastic Four is just bad and uninteresting. Catwoman was a sexy movie. Yes, it was. At least it has value in that Halle Berry is just giving you fan service for the entire time. The Fantastic Four reboot was just bad and forgettable. Like, as soon as it was over, you're just like, okay. What did I just sit through a movie? Like, what is this? There was nothing redeeming about it. How can you hate the Fantastic Four reboot? Because I have taste. That's how. DC or Marvel? Yes. Never speak of the Fantastic Four reboot. I'll speak of the MCU one. I have some hope that they'll get it right this time. If the MCU can't save it, nothing can. Mortal Kombat Annihilation doesn't exist. I like DC more, but obviously live action Marvel stomps all over live action DC right now. You'll die defending the TASM films. I mean, you might as well not be trolling with the other ones because TASM films are awful. And this is coming from someone that loves Andrew. Now, the original Mortal Kombat live action, now that's cinema. Mortal Kombat. That's true cinema. Put that next to Citizen Kane and The Godfather. Any interest in Babylon's Fall? Is that still a thing? I need to see more. You hate how Johnny Storm was black just for the sake of it. Yeah, they try to do every trick of the book. They're like, all right, we're gonna be a little woke just to shake things up. We're gonna have Michael B. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna make it dark and gritty. There's basically gonna be no color in this entire movie, except for the black people we added for marketing purposes. It's gonna be so gritty and grim and dark. People are gonna love it. It's gonna be like Christopher Nolan, but Fantastic Four. Oh, it was dog water. That was fast. I mean, yeah, just a super adaptoid. that boy is soft. That boy is softer than tissue paper. You made your teacher rewatch TASM? Dang, you're worse than Wanda. At least Wanda made the townspeople be a part of actually good sitcoms. You force your teacher to watch TASM. You get down every time as Spidey. Oh, just get your health up, get your dodge on. You'll be all right. All right, guys, appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you for supporting another stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Avengers. I think I'll end up doing Thor. We'll see. We'll see about it. We got some donations towards that, so I'll run around Thor. It is the only MCU skin left that I actually cared about, so I might run around with it. I even throw together a unarmed Thor build on stream. We'll do that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Sadot the Gamer, signing out.